I just have some thoughts on dynamic correspondence, and this is in response to a comment on one of my Instagram posts, which is related to another video I posted on YouTube not too long ago. You can look it up if you want. So dynamic correspondence can really just be summarized as the transfer effect or the transferability of your training to your actual sport. But the truth is, dynamic correspondence really doesn't exist outside of track and field athletes and barbell athletes. It doesn't really exist for team sport athletes. As I've mentioned in the past, weight room work is always closer to other weight room work than it is to the sport itself. The purpose of training is to elicit an adaptation. When you attempt to chase dynamic correspondence, you often end up underdosing the organism. It's a false idol. So you can take a look at this comment here, and the purpose of this post was to demonstrate the lack of efficacy, I guess, of medicine ball throws translating directly to club head speed or baseball bat swing speed. Basically just making the point that the task that you're actually doing matters just as much or more than the output. So first we have amplitude and direction. Amplitude just refers to range of motion, and the ranges of motion of a medicine ball throw like this and a baseball swing or a golf swing aren't actually as close as they appear to be. And it's also nearly impossible to assess range of motion when you're looking at tens of joints up and down the kinetic chain from the ankle, the knee, the hip, the spine, the shoulders, especially if the athlete has clothes on. Each individual joint is going to have a different range of motion with each rep. And direction of force, that's just not as important as it may appear. Ground reaction forces, forces in the vertical plane are always going to be the dominant forces because of gravity. So the direction of forces in a med ball throw and a baseball swing or a golf swing may be similar. I'll concede that, but it's just an insignificant point. And musculature involved, yes, that's what strength training does. Trains the muscles to become stronger and produce more force. There's plenty of other strength training exercises that trains the same musculature as a medicine ball throw, but with much greater loads, and loads matter. And an 8 to 20 pound medicine ball is hardly an overload on the muscle. And then the last point, rate of force. But the rate of force development in a medicine ball throw like this is not even close to the rate of force development in an actual baseball throw or a baseball swing. It's not even close enough to meeting the standards of achieving dynamic correspondence. And like I've also said before, training for rate of force development or power is a flawed concept anyways. You could come up with endless reasons to support a medicine ball throw to improve club head speed or bat speed, and they'll all sound good at first glance, but they're shallow. All of these reasons are just rationalizations. They're an attempt to make strength coaches seem more knowledgeable about sports and more important to sports performance, while sports performance involves hundreds of variables, with the training program only being one of those variables. The microkinematics are very low on the list of things that are important to consider in training. The stimulus on the body and the task matter much more. So those are my thoughts for now in this video on dynamic correspondence. I'll probably have more in another video in the future, but thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.